Now, Russian President Vladimir Putin has met members of the Russian Olympic team ahead of their departure for the Games in Rio. The team is smaller than expected after some athletes were banned following a doping scandal. So far, 6 triathletes, the volleyball and the fencing teams will attend the Games, but all track and field athletes have been excluded. Well, for more on this, let's cross to Julia Lyubova, who joins us now live from the Russian capital, Moscow. Julia, what else did Vladimir Putin then have to say when addressing those athletes who are going to Rio?
Well, that's right, Paul. So the Russian national team is preparing for departure to Rio. The main squad will be flying on Thursday morning, and also some of Russian athletes have been arriving in Rio throughout the week. But before they go to Brazil, about 100-strong squad had met with Russian President Vladimir Putin at the Kremlin on Wednesday. That included some of Russia's track and field athletes who have never been implicated in doping before, but they are banned by the IAAF. So anyway, in his speech, Vladimir Putin said that the exclusion of Russian track and field athletes is some kind of political campaign against Russian sports people. According to Putin, this exclusion will damage the Olympics and the international sport, and he said that any medal won in Rio without Russian track and field athletes will be worth much less. So certainly a festive send-off for the Russian national team, but Moscow isn't stopping short of showing that it's angry about the ban of its track and field athletes.
You mentioned there that the track and field athletes are banned. A number of governing bodies have come out and said that Russian athletes are cleared to go and compete in Rio. At this stage, do we know who's going and who isn't in terms of which sports?
Well, that's right. Originally, Russia selected 387 sports people representing 28 Olympic sports. And well, now we know that 67 track and field athletes will be missing out on the Games in Rio. And now over 100 athletes, including this track and field team, will have been banned already. They've been banned for either past doping offences, which is against the criteria that the International Olympic Committee set, or they've been implicated in the McLaren report, which found evidence of state-sponsored doping programs. But at least 160 athletes have also been cleared by their federations. This includes tennis, gymnastics, synchronized swimmers, and also judo, and several others as well. But even though the team is preparing to fly to Brazil on Thursday, the final list will be, well, we will know the final list by as early as next week. So certainly it's very last minute for many Russian athletes.
OK, Julia, thank you.